English higher level paper 2, I thought it was an exceptionally successful paper, very comfortable for most students. I don't think anybody, unless you were a FIFA executive perhaps, could be gloomy at the end of this year's exam. In the single text, where the majority of candidates were studying Othello, the questions, the implied weakness of the female characters and the implied perhaps crudeness of a macho military society were stimulating and thought-provoking, and I think as well fed into, without making a point of it, but fed into the relevance to the issues that concern us in the contemporary world. So a 400-year-old play, roughly, was made very relevant and very contemporary. Very, very nice questions. And similarly, the questions on the other single texts that were studied, including The Great Gatsby and Never Let Me Go, were of a high quality also. The questions on the comparative study, I was really delighted with those because I thought they were genuinely comparative in themselves. One of them suggested that some writers can make more skillful use of the same technique than other writers. So there was a comparison implied within the question, and this was a great improvement on questions set in this section in recent years. So again, a very successful section, and evidence of great reflection obviously in the Department of State Examinations Commission on what will stimulate candidates and be most thought-provoking for candidates and relevant to the text as well. In the prescribed, the sometimes dreaded prescribed poetry section, which is always considered something of a gamble as to which poets will turn up and whether you can take a gamble on them. I was delighted to see that the four most expected, the four most desired, the four most popular poets, Eleni Quillinan, John Montague, Robert Frost and Thomas Hardy, all turned up. So the heat was taken out of the anxiety that students may have had there immediately. A very welcome development. As well as that, the questions that were asked on the poets, they're in the form of critical quotations which the candidates are invited to discuss, and all of the critical quotations were familiar enough to offer some comfort, but subtle enough to be challenging as well. So it covered the range of skills, of knowledge, of abilities candidates in the exam, and I don't think that you could ask any more of exam questions than that. And I don't think you could ask any more of paper 2 generally than what was provided today. I thought it was a really enjoyable, excellent paper, and congratulations to whoever set it.